Hello everyone, welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Now this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. So just take what resonates with you. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be a message here for you. Now let's try to see what is the main energy at the start of the day. Okay, we have here the Devil card. You need to attend to some darkness in your life. All of us have light and darkness in our person. Now, there's always that constant play in our journey in life. There's always that constant play between the light and the dark. And the challenge for us is to let the light predominate in our life. Now, right now, maybe what is being asked of you is interior work, to work on those aspects in your life that still needs to be improved. Those shadow parts, uh, well, those parts in your life that you can bring light into. So there might be certain bad habits or certain practices which you know are not beneficial to you, but for some time you have allowed it to entice you or entice you or tempt you, that because of that you are not able to free yourself or to make yourself free to accomplish better things. So right now there is a more space for improvement in ourselves, and you try to be aware what are those things that the universe is trying to make you aware that needs improvement in your life. And somehow the card is inviting you to allow the universe to help you work on these aspects that still needs to be improved or that still need to be improved. Now let's try to see how this will further unfold. Well, to unroot or to uproot these bad habits, you will need some courage and compassion. So you need to temper it with courage, but at the same time also not to the extent that you uh, cause harm to yourself. So uh, in the Christian faith, especially, part of the spiritual journey is, they say, mortification or spiritual battle. So sometimes there are certain things, there are certain disciplines or that you need to do, but you need to temper it with kindness. That is, you need to let go of bad habits, but not to the extent wherein the method that you use causes harm to your being. So there's a certain form of discipline that does not cause harm to yourself. So you need to balance between courage, discipline, uh, and the same time compassion to yourself. So somewhere in the sweet spot in the middle, you try to get that sweet spot in the middle in your life wherein you are not too indulgent, but at the same time also not too harsh with yourself. So it's a learning process, it's a balancing act, but you need courage, you need determination, you need really uh, to really exert effort in order for you to uproot those bad habits. But at the same time, there is that element of tenderness also, so that you will not cause harm to your being. Now, like for example, if you do some uh, discipline, you make sure that it will not affect your health mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Okay. Now let's try to see what is the advice of the universe for you. You need to allow the universe to guide you, just like the King of Cups. He sits down and listens to his heart. The heart can symbolize by this vessel, and at the same time, listening to it is like listening to your inner self, listening to the divine, listening to your guides. Here, there are a lot of animals, can be symbolized as spirit animals. You need to attain a certain stillness in yourself. When it is still, it is easier for you to see the things that you need to work on in your life. And with that stillness, you will be able to make the right choices on how to discipline yourself or to root out those things that needs to be improved. So this is still a process that is part this process is still part of your transformation. So many of you right now are undergoing transformation, and part of it is getting rid of bad habits, getting rid of addiction, getting rid of those bad practices that are not helpful to you, spending more time alone, just like the King of Cups, attaining stillness, and harnessing that inner power within you, which can be symbolized by the Strength card, to root out those things that you need to let go, so that that gentleness of the lamb will predominate more, the light will predominate more. But as the card, we can see from the card, you need to balance between that strength and that gentleness towards yourself. Now let's go to Good Morning Oracle. Okay, let's see. Surrender. Surrender to the guidance of the spirit of the universe so that you can root out all these things. Now, the self-worth, it is important for you to respect your person, because sometimes when you become too ascetic or too much of a discipline, you harm your body. So you need to have that self-worth also. You need to value yourself. You do not do asceticism or mortifications for the mortification itself or for the process itself. It is There is a reason for it, and that is so that you will be able to shine fast, that you will be able to shine better, that you will be able to really truly become what you are meant to be. So always recognize that self. When you respect yourself, when you know your worth as a person, then you know that you do not deserve such dark things in your life. Then you know also that as you try to remove these dark things, you also take care that you will not harm yourself. The stillness will allow you to appreciate yourself more, and at the same time will allow you to surrender, so that it will be easier for you to overcome the darkness, and at the same time to temper that discipline with kindness. So all of these cards suggests transformation, suggests growth, ascension. So I wish you a good adventure. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.